Hey everybody, welcome back to chemistry. So if I can increase the slide, please. Okay, so the problem reads as follows. A student needs to prepare 250 milliliters of a 0.100 molar aqueous solution of sucrose, which has that formula, which is used frequently in biological experiments. Which type of glassware should be used to make this solution, assuming that the accuracy of the concentration is important? Okay. So we have three pieces of glassware here called A, B, and C, and I'm going to give them names. And so you probably recognize A as a beaker. So let me just write here, this is a beaker. B you may not recognize. What B is something called an Erlenmeyer flask. So let me spell that out. And then C is a different shaped flask. It's called a volumetric flask. Okay, so I can sort of tell you right now, the beaker here is not a very good piece of glassware to give you a solution of a particular concentration. And the reason is, although you can add a certain number of grams of sucrose into the beaker, you can fill it with water to a volume, but here the gradations on the beaker are not very accurate. So this is not a good choice for making a solution of a particular concentration. Kind of the same thing with an Erlenmeyer flask, is that you can get a specific mass of sugar into the Erlenmeyer flask, but it's going to be difficult to get that right amount of volume because the gradations on the Erlenmeyer flask are not very good. Now the volumetric flask, there's actually a very precise gradation, and so it is right where the solution is. So let me just draw a line here. So on the volumetric flask, there is a gradation mark that will give you a very precise volume if you fill the flask up to that level. So you can get a very precise particular volume, and you can add a particular mass to the flask. And so that should give you a concentration of solution that's pretty accurate. So the answer here should be C. Okay, thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.